Hello, welcome to this information literacy lesson on enhanced strategic searching. We're excited to guide you through some essential skills that will make your research more effective and your academic work stronger. We've designed these lessons to be a progressive learning journey. The lessons are numbered sequentially from 1 to 13 because each number represents a building block, with each lesson building on the previous one. If you haven't completed the previous sessions in the strategic searching series, we recommend doing so first. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to use AI tools for generating search queries, apply advanced search operators, modify your search queries, and discover how to save and set alerts for your favorite searches. These skills are vital for efficient, reproducible academic research. So why use AI to help generate your searches? AI is brilliant for creating complex, multi-layered search queries, suggesting alternative keywords, and adapting your language for different databases. It saves you time, but remember, it's important to understand what the AI is doing so you can refine your results. Now let's review some essential techniques which can elevate your searches. Boolean operators are words or symbols, such as and, or, and not, used to connect keywords and refine search results in databases and search engines. And narrows a search by requiring all terms to be present, or expands a search by finding results with any of the connected terms, and not excludes results that contain a specified term. So beyond the Boolean operators we've just covered, you can use some other smart tricks to make your searches even better and save a ton of time. Techniques like truncation allows you to use a symbol like an asterisk to find different endings of a word. So you can search for child and get children and childhood, for example. Then there are wildcards, which replace a single character, which is perfect for catching alternate spellings like the British English spelling of colour versus the American English spelling of colour. You can also use quotation marks for phrase searching to find an exact phrase like solar power. And finally, you've got proximity searching, which finds words that are close to each other in a text. Using these tools helps you to get exactly what you need from a database fast. Now it's your turn. Access the S3 worksheet in the library's Learning Hub page, save a copy to work on, and spend 5 minutes completing Activity 1. Using your knowledge on advanced searching techniques, analyze the example search query provided and answer the questions on the worksheet. This practice is essential for verifying search queries produced by AI. You can now pause the video to complete this activity. Now let's go through these answers together and see what we can learn. First, you'll notice that climate with an asterisk is a smart truncation choice, as it will pick up climate, climatic, climatology, and other variations. For question 2, one of the answers we were looking for is global warming. This is a key term that could be missing from your search and would be a valuable addition to make your query more comprehensive. Moving on to question 3, where we asked you to identify the error. Did you spot it? The issue is with energy question mark. The question mark should actually be an asterisk, so it should read ENERG asterisk for proper truncation. It's an easy mistake to make, but it can completely change your search results. And finally, let's talk about the N5 operator. This is telling the database to look for the words renewable and sustainable when they appear within 5 words of each other. It's a proximity search, and it's incredibly useful for finding more relevant, connected content rather than just any document that happens to contain both words somewhere. These might seem like small technical details, but trust me, they make a real difference in the quality and relevance of your search results. Getting these operators right can mean the difference between finding exactly what you need and wading through hundreds of irrelevant papers. Using generative AI to create more effective search queries is particularly useful when you're struggling to find the right keywords or when you want to explore different search approaches for your research. The key to getting good results from AI is using a structured prompting approach. We recommend the TIC framework. That's task, instruction, and context, plus adding a persona as a bonus element. Let me break this down with a practical example. Here's how a first year undergraduate student might approach searching for climate change research. Task: clearly state what you need. Instruction: be specific about what you want the AI to do. Context: this is where you provide background information that helps the AI understand your situation better. You might mention your academic level or any constraints you're working within. And persona: this bonus element helps frame the AI's response. You're asking it to act as an expert researcher, which will influence the sophistication and style of the queries it suggests. Now, here's a top tip that can really transform your results. If you're not getting the search queries you need, or if they're not quite hitting the mark, ask the AI platform directly: what additional information do you need to improve the response you provide? This approach essentially makes the AI your collaborator in refining the prompt. It might ask for more details about your research focus, maybe suggest clarifications about your target database, or request information about the types of sources you're looking for. This iterative process often leads to much more targeted and useful search queries. Remember, the goal isn't just to get any search results, it's to get the right search results that will advance your research effectively. Next, try Activity 2 on your worksheets. Explore at least two AI tools using the LM Arena leaderboard. Compare how each responds to your search prompt by answering the questions on the worksheet. Be critical. Consider which tool was the most comprehensive, expert, or nuanced. Which would you rely on and why? This will help you become a savvy AI user. Please feel free to pause the video now whilst you complete the activity. By completing Activity 2, hopefully you've realised that every AI tool has its strengths, so using more than one can give you broader coverage. Always check: have you addressed all your information needs? Have you missed any important concepts or subtopics? The right AI tool can really enhance your literature searching. So, what do you do when your search results aren't quite hitting the mark? Let's tackle the two most common scenarios you'll encounter. First, let's talk about when you're getting too many results, that overwhelming flood of information that makes it impossible to find what you actually need. You could try adding more specific terms using the AND operator. This helps you combine concepts more precisely. You'll also want to use more precise terminology instead of broad terms. Try the specific language that experts in your field would use. Don't forget about those handy database filters either. Adding date limits or restricting to specific document types can really help narrow things down. You may also need to search for more exact concepts using phrase searching. Now, on the flip side, what if you're not getting enough results? This is where you need to open things up a bit. Start by replacing some of those AND operators with OR, especially between similar concepts. This gives you alternatives rather than requiring all terms to appear. You might also need to remove some of those restrictive terms that are being too precise. Try using broader truncation by using fewer letters before your asterisks. And always double check spellings and terminology. Sometimes the database uses different terms than you'd expect. The key is recognizing which problem you're facing and then applying the right strategy to get to that sweet spot of relevant, manageable results. And then there's the most frustrating scenario of all: getting absolutely zero results. Don't panic. This happens more often than you'd think, and there are some straightforward ways to troubleshoot it. First things first, try the techniques we discussed on the previous slide. And if you're still returning zero results, you could consider simplifying your entire query structure. Strip it back to the basics and build up gradually. You can even test individual keywords one by one to make sure that they actually exist in the database. This helps you figure out if it's a terminology issue or something else. And finally, take a step back and think about your topic. Is it too new or too specific for the database you're searching? Maybe you need a different database altogether. Or perhaps the research simply doesn't exist yet in the form you're looking for. Remember, zero results doesn't mean you failed. It just means you need to adjust your approach. Let's talk about Scopus. It's like Google Scholar's more sophisticated cousin, with global coverage, quality control, citation tracking, and powerful filters. You'll use these tools to search for scholarly literature more effectively than in basic search engines. Pause the video here and check out the Scopus demo video. You can either scan the QR code or navigate to the databases page and access from there. And when you're ready, come back and complete activity 3. Now for activity 3. Select one of the AI generated queries you used earlier and test it in Scopus. Refine your search using the techniques and operators we've discussed. The more you experiment, the stronger your search skills will become. It's important that we note how search operators and syntax vary significantly between databases. It's vital to check that the AI tool you have used has generated appropriate operators for the database you are using. This is why it's important to include the database you're searching within in your AI prompt. What works in one database might not work in another. For example, Google Scholar does not use the exclusion criteria not. You need to use a hyphen before the term you are searching. Here are some more examples where different databases use different operators to perform the same task. Most databases have a support page which denotes what operators that particular database supports. If you are concerned the AI tool you are using has generated search queries with the incorrect operators for the database you are searching within, check the database help guide, then adapt your syntax and rerun your search. You could always start a cheat sheet to refer to when searching a wide range of databases. We want to make you aware of an exciting new feature in Holly, the Research Assistant. This allows you to ask natural language questions without the need for the operators we have just discussed, and it will return up to 5 results. It will also provide you with an overview of the sources. However, as you would with any source of information, be critical of the response and don't take everything at face value. You should still access the articles and read the abstract to confirm the AI overview is accurate. The Research Assistant also offers suggestions for related research questions, helping you to broaden your search and explore all relevant topics. The related research questions are a great way to see what other information needs you may need to find out to answer your research question or topic comprehensively. Finally, let's discuss saving your most successful searches and setting up search alerts. You don't want to lose your hard work. Most databases, including Scopus and Holly, allow you to save your search queries and set up alerts for new publications. Take advantage of these features to stay up to date and save time. The screenshot here shows you how to do just this in Scopus. And this screenshot shows you how to save a search query and set up an alert in Holly. Before you go, please take a moment to provide us with some feedback on what you thought about this session. It's anonymous and it really helps us. Your feedback is invaluable in helping us improve our sessions. Please take a moment to let us know how today went by following the feedback link provided. Thank you for joining us and happy searching. There is plenty of help available to you from the library team, regardless of what stage of your study or research you are at. A good place to start is the Library Support Learning Hub page, available from the drop-down under Student Info. Our dedicated Learning Hub page will provide you with a selection of self-guided videos or online lessons to improve your information literacy skills. But if you prefer a more personal touch, or if you are unsure as to what help you might need, then you can get in touch with us in various ways. Either way, we're here to help you get the most out of the resources curated for you in the library and to give you the best possible chance to succeed in your studies.